I'm actually about to turn it off. We're about to get started. Alright. So, this is a Metronome tournament where every single Pokemon is only allowed to use Metronome. 256 Pokemon in the tournament. All on one bracket. I have all the replays right here. Let's just get started. First replay. And I have it as replay so that's easier. So first match is Onix versus Typhlosion. Typhlosion starts off with Gunk Shot the turn 1 Poison. Poison is probably one of the best stats conditions you can get in this. Metal Claw does not much damage. Pin Missile, yeah, they're not dealing much damage to each other really. But the poison is really whittling down at Onix. Typhlosion tries to kill himself. That's amazing. I don't think Shell Sidearm can poison, but it didn't there if it can. Eruption from Typhlosion, so Onix needs to KO because otherwise the poison will KO Typhlosion. Or Onix. Yeah, no, victory goes to Typhlosion. Let's go. I promise that's not rigged even though Typhlosion is one of my favorite Pokemon. Can I scroll up? Thank you. Oh, I need to start the tournament. All right. Stop. This computer that I'm using is very laggy. Just awesome. Galarian Slowpoke versus White Striped Basculin. Basculin starts off with Avalanche, and Slowpoke retaliates with Skitter Smack, which lowers special attack, but raises Basculin's speed, which not that necessary unless it gets paralyzed. Well, Slowpoke can dodge 2 attacks now. Oh, you need to stop raising your speed, Basculin. You're gonna outspeed Slowpoke no matter what. The Slowpoke's max speed is 141. Stored power can't do much because it doesn't have any boosts. Slowpoke does get dual wing beat. Basculin gets Mega Drain, which nearly takes down Slowpoke. Slowpoke has like one more chance. Does it get the poison? Nope, no poison from Cross Poison. Psychic Terrain, a psychic move would be huge, right? No, this is getting a bit close, and Basculin wins. Awesome. Good. Oh, I'm an idiot. I closed out of the wrong tab. I love this. Basculin wins. So congrats to Basculin. Oh. Well, this is gonna be quite the battle. Giratina starts off by tickling Darumaka. Okay, Darumaka. I guess you just want to KO yourself. Bubble Beam and Smokescreen. That can be huge for Darumaka, actually. Metronome, Defense Curl. Giratina gets Mudshot, nearly taking down Darumaka. I don't think Darumaka is going to win this. It does hit the Fire Blast, though. Swallow can't do anything. It hasn't stockpiled. Gravity, there's no Levity or Magnet Rise, and Giratina wins. I don't think we're that surprised. Rabu vs. Heracross is next. Also, it's the first day of summer vacation for me. I'm so happy. I can just do whatever I want now. Rabu gets Toxic Spikes, and Heracross returns with Snipe Shot. I mean, Toxic Spikes can't really do anything, but Snipe Shot is gonna do something, that's for sure. Stop getting the hazards, the entry hazards, Rabu. You need damaging moves, since it's 1v1s. Well, I guess they're both Blaze Pokemon now, and Revelation Dance, that'll do huge damage. Heracross only has a bit more HP, but returns some with Giga Drain and Gust KOs. That's unfortunate for Heracross. He was so close to winning. Oh. Well, I guess we're seeing the first Mega Evolution of the tournament. Mega Beedrill vs. Sprigatito in the 5th battle. Mega Beedrill gets Draining Kiss, but it's a physical attacker, so it's not going to do much. Burning Jealousy immediately. Oh my lord. Leech... That's a victory for Beedrill. Alolan Golem vs. Vibrava. Also, I am really hoping that I didn't mess up any of the winners, because that'd be extremely sad. Vibrava starts off with Psybeam and gets the Confusion. Golem gets Smart Strike. Vibrava gets Alluring Voice, not much damage. Psych Up, there's no difference in the stat changes, so that's awesome. Bitter Malice, look, oh, that's Levitate. That is Vibrava is a Levitate Golem. I hate to break it to ya. Vibrava gets Crush Claw, not much damage. It finally snapped out of confusion. Psych Up again. Dynamic Punch misses. That probably would KO'd, actually. Torment, oh my god. And Immune. So basically now Golem has to KO it next turn. This turn it has to KO it. Hold on. Vibrava wins. Yeah. If it hit that Dynamic Punch though, Golem would have KO'd it. Vanillish reverse Toxel. Honestly, I should have done it. The way I should have done it is, I just pull up the replays from replay.pokemon showdown rather than putting them on Google Docs. But also you can see all the replays if you go to either, well, if you go to Cynical Master 15's page, you'll be able to see, I think, all of them, because sometimes I did it with my friend and sometimes I just did it by myself. Perish Song. Vanillish has the advantage because of that. If it doesn't KO Toxel in 3 turns and Toxel doesn't KO it in 3 turns, Toxel will technically go down and it hits your cold. Awesome. Okay. Terrakion versus Squobet. I'm gonna close out of these tabs real quick, because I keep forgetting to do that. Squobet versus Terrakion. Squobet gets hit by 2 Fury Swipes and can't use Thunderclap. It's a 1v1 Terrakion, don't Baton Pass. Ooh, Terrakion's on a timer because of the poison. Sticky, stop. I don't know why they like the hazards so much. Also, I sure hope my mic is still on. Ingrain, that's pretty nice. Screech, that will maybe do something, depending on how fast Terrakion can KO it. The minus B just did not matter. Justified. Crazy play there. TBH. Terrain Pulse. Stop getting special moves. You are doing physical stuff. You're not dropping the special stats. Why did Squova just win? No. No. Squova did not just do that. That is insane. Oh, holy God. Also, to answer your question, yes, I am on summer break, and I lost where I was. Oh, okay. So I accidentally clicked on the right battle. So awesome. No defense drop, but I did hit the 75% accurate. Yeah, school ended yesterday, so yay! Finally on summer. And it's already blisteringly hot. That's awesome though. You know, just doing whatever at this point. And Nightshade will KO Thwacky, and Mega Gardevoir wins. And now it is Wimpod versus Kabutops. I mean, theoretically, we should know the winner, but like, the intuitive answer is Kabutops, because look at that. Look at what Water Gun's doing, and it's self-destructed. Okay. So the way self-destruct live. Oh my gosh, I was reading chat messages and and telling about self-destruct at the same time. So the way that self-destruct works is the Pokemon that's not using self-destruct will win when a Pokemon uses self-destruct, if both Pokemon get KO'd. Perish Song is the slower Pokemon, but every other self-KOing move is the Pokemon that's getting hit. So that victory goes to Wimpod, I guess. Congratulations, you did nothing for that. You did 1 Water Gun, which did 8 damage. Oh, you ended 1 day earlier than me. Lucky duck. You know, for some reason, yesterday was like really hot where I live. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Shell Smash on Jirachi? What? It's probably also because it's like 82 right now, and My body is just naturally warm. I don't know. Um, Tailwind. You don't need to raise your speed more, Jirachi. I'm sorry. Strength. Jirachi's just making sure that I cannot lose. Like right now, it feels like 81 where I live, but it's actually 82, so I don't know. Heat crash. Oh, that could have done so much more, Honchkrow. Smoke screen? Jirachi, all you have to do is attack. Attack and you will win the battle. There you go. Awesome. I mean, that was a pretty equal fight. Like, it could have gone either way, actually. Jirachi's only 600 base stat total. Hisuian Electrode versus Absol. Electrode gets rollout. It's locked into rollout now. Leech Seed is resisted, but heals the rollout damage. But rollout just became more powerful. Vine Whip once again resisted. Rollout even more powerful. It is going to be 120 base. Nope, it was okay. That was 240 base power, and this last one is 520. Nope, 480. I'm lying. I don't know how to do math sometimes. But the victory goes to Hisuian Electrode, so I guess you're going against Jirachi. Apparently, it's Gumshoes versus Beartick and not Gumshoes versus Beartick. Also, I have this awesome graduation cookie that is kind of broken. I didn't graduate this year. I graduated last year, but I'm still in school. I still have to go to school. But my cousin and sister did graduate. Oh, and Gumshoes almost immediately hit a guillotine. Isn't that nice? I'm just trying to eat my cookie. And I almost missed a guillotine. So, that's epic. Beartick, try attack against a minus special defense Gumshoes. Oh, something else I should point out. You see the possible abilities? I gave the Pokemon the first ability. Doesn't matter what Pokemon. The only Pokemon that don't have the first ability listed are the Arceus, Castform, and Silvally forms. They all have Honey Gather because they all depend on an item or a weather condition. No, I didn't graduate. I didn't graduate. It was my cousin and my sister. This came from my cousins. Unless you mean about last year. Oh, Beartick won. I didn't even notice. Unless you mean about last year. I still have 3 more years of high school. 3 more years. Unfortunately. I can't even get a job yet. It's crazy. I'm just hoping that my mic doesn't die because that happened last time and Taylor almost hit a fissure. I'm just kind of hoping that my mic doesn't die because that happened last time and I didn't know, which is also why I have OBS up on the side even though you can't see it. Taylor's a flying type Riolu. You can't be doing that. Hmm. There. Okay, Riolu won. Hisuian Sliggoo versus Colossal. I'd say they're about equal, actually. Like, Colossal has a higher base stat total, but Steel Dragon is just a good type. Just don't get a fire move. Because then it outspeeds you 100%. That's resisted. And Sliggoo just healed up all damage. Awesome. Fire Punch. There's the steam engine. There is the steam engine. And that's huge damage. Brutal Swing KOs the Sliggoo. So Colossal wins. Torterra versus Machoke. Oh, I'm a bit itchy. Alright. Let's see. Machoke. Yeah, and whichever side, I'm pretty sure the way replays work is whatever side I saved it from is the side that shows. Well, Torterra can't have its stats lowered right now. Oh, but that's wrap. That will deal constant damage. Happy Hour can't do anything. Hypnosis, if it comes down to how many power points left, Torterra will win that game since sleep prevents power points from being used until you wake up. So sleep is actually one of the better stats conditions. Like, if you get a stats condition, you're gonna want it to be sleep. Oh, and there goes the attack boost. Roar can't do anything. And Explosion. Awesome. Wow. I guess Machoke just did not want to live. Who knows? But it is now Carnivine versus Amistar, one of which has a quad stab super. I cannot speak. Stab quad super effective move against the other. Yes, that is what I meant to say. Teleport won't do anything. Lumina, you're really getting all the psychic moves, Amistar. Carnivine's already at half health, and there goes Amistar. Shelder versus Marsh Tomp. Flower Trick into Shelder immediately, but Shell Armor. Shelder has Shell Armor. Two Flower Tricks in a row. Cross Poison. And Hyper Voice. That was a clean sweep with two Flower Tricks. Now I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. It's Marshtomp, not Marshtomp. Marshtomp, it's just Marshtomp just went. Calyrex versus Rotom Mo. So, I get to take Algebra 2 next year, even though I already understand what I'm doing. Clanging Scales won't do anything for you except lower your defense and deal a bit of damage. Sing, Rotom's now asleep. Awesome. Draco Meteor, not quite enough damage. Rotom gets Shadow Sneak. Even with that minus defense, it didn't do much. Attack and defense are swapped for Calyrex now. Once again, super effective, but even with the minus defense, it's not doing much, and Calyrex wins because of that. I guess that's just what happens when you're a legendary. Ooh, now this is interesting. Screamtail versus Heatran, it is actually a fair fight now. That's crazy. This is like the first fair fight. Fire Spin miss. That's lucky. Oh, Leech Seed, Heatran's on a timer. He can't get rid of it except for her thing. Defog and Rapid Spin. And any move that have the same effects. Like Mortal Spin. Oh, there's Poison Tail. No poison though. If there was poison, I still think Screamtail would win the 1v1 because it would actually be getting health back. I think Poison Tail's just normal poison. Even with the plus evasion, it won't help you because there's Leech Seed. Brine, nope. Not gonna do enough. Screamtail is just making sure that Heatran will not be able to KO it. And honestly, if your opponent gets Leech Seed, that's a good idea. Tried to nuzzle, but it misses. And this is easily the longest battle of this tournament thus far. 8 turns. 8 whole turns. Just for it to be ended by a Leech Seed damage. That is so anticlimactic. And now it's Miraidon versus Dialga. These Pokemon don't have Lepa Berries, so Pressure is one of the stronger abilities. Because while, yeah, the Pokemon don't usually live... Oh, and it just got paralyzed by 70% accurate Thunder. Yeah. Pressure is one of the stronger abilities because if you can survive 8 turns, your opponent needs to struggle. Like, there is no other possibility. They will just struggle. Normally, Metronome will have 16 power points. But since pressure makes it go down by 2 every time, it'll, lower it by 2. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. Shore Up Miraidon just healed. He only has 2 more turns. Nope, I'm lying. He has 3 because for some reason it did not. It says 3 out of 16, even though it should be an even number. I don't know. Dialga really just needs to heal. That was the last one. Miraidon won on the last move. Xatu versus Charjabug. I mean, there's a base stat total winner, and then there's a type matchup winner. So I guess we'll see which one is more powerful. If I remember correctly, there were crazy battles in the future of this tournament. Yeah, I did do many of these battles, but also I forget what happens in most of these battles, if I'm being honest. Like, I know the final 4, but that's it. Magma Storm will KO Charjabug next turn. Or Xatu can just take it down with a torch song. That doesn't seem excessive at all. Like, ooh, Diancie versus Mega Mewtwo. Now, unironically, the next battle is Mega Diancie. So theoretically, if both of them win, Diancie could just be going against itself when Mega Evolved, and that does not seem fair. They're not doing much damage to each other, though. That's the only problem. Diancie has still a bit more damage than Mewtwo, but Mewtwo's faster, so it technically has an advantage in that sense. You just need to get like one big water or grass move, and Diancie, or Steel. Steel also, yeah. Yep. There's the water move. Payback KOs. Even with the reflect, it KOs. So Mega Mewtwo wins. Now it's Mega Diancie versus Hakamo-O. And a single fairy move will probably OHKO this dragon, but we will see. And Loki, I might turn the music back on because my thoughts are very quiet. And I don't like it when my thoughts are quiet. Oh well. Hakamo gets minimize. That minimize is very annoying. Especially when you don't know what moves you're gonna get, but Mortal Spin puts it on a timer. The only chance of Hakamo winning this is if they get a steel move. Oh, they missed. Diancie missed. Poison Gas, Magic Bounce. No, Magic Bounce says no. Magic Bounce says no. So Diancie, Mega Diancie wins. So that means that Mega Diancie is going to be going against Mega Mewtwo. That's awesome. But that's for next round. Larvitar versus Gothorita. Alright, Gothorita starts off with a Bitter Malice to lower Larvitar's attack and deal about a fourth, give or take. Lumina Crash. They're just lowering each other's stats right now. Swagger. Larvitar's confused and hits itself. Powder Snow. That's super effective, but really a water or grass move would have been best. And we're going back to status moves, I see. Larvitar gets Leaf Storm to lower its special attack. And Bite versus Slash. Neither of them will KO. And Gothorita gets Tackle, which doesn't KO. But Larvitar returns with Psyshock. And Gothorita gets Tail Whip. You know, when you're getting very low on HP, you really need to start attacking, unlike Gothorita right now. Like, there you go, Gothorita. Because once you're running out of HP, your opponent can really take you down with any attack. Because you don't know what attack they're going to get. So you need to be really careful. Clobbopus versus Swellow. There are 4 other tournaments. This is only the first, and Swellow immediately missed rollout. And Clobbopus is trying to make this an endless battle. Wonderful. Bolt Strike. No paralysis. Maybe for the best since it's a gut Swellow. Avalanche. Victory Dance. Clobbopus should maybe outspeed. I'm actually lying, but Clobbopus does win. Next up is Meltan versus Yanmega. There should be a very clear winner. I mean, one of these is what is it? Like melted metal and a hex nut fusion bolt? I don't know why, but these cookies are delicious. Meltan gets Heat Crash for not much damage. You don't need cons for Yanmega. I'm sorry. You just don't. Tinted Lens Yanmega would have been better, probably. Oh, Power Gem is huge for Meltan. Yanmega has 2 turns to take Meltan down. Dragon Darts. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's embarrassing. That is so unbelievably embarrassing. Oh no, I don't mind if you ask questions. Depending on what the questions are. Bidoof versus Bellossom is next, if I remember correctly. Yep. Oh, simple. Simple Bidoof. Powder Snow hits Bellossom. Still not for much damage, though. That's dangerous. Bidoof, be careful. It didn't get the attack boost, but Bidoof did get simple boosted Howl. That's insane. As it immediately gets a physical move with only 40 base power, but did 16%. And Knockoff will KO the Bellossom, so Bidoof wins. Piloswine versus Snorunt. 2 ice types. Alright. Immediate Flare Blitz is crazy on ice types. Oh, immediately double fire move. That's double crazy on ice types. Torch. They really love their fire moves, even though they're ice types, don't they? Oh, really? It was a speed tie. I didn't even notice. A Piloswine wins. Iron Treads versus Iron Moth. Iron Moth gets Malignant Chain against a Steel type. Belly Drum. Okay. Iron Treads. All you need. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say all you need is ground move. Too late for that. Galarian Zigzagoon versus Pignite. Oh. It's fine. Not. I'm sending the bracket. It's fine that you don't understand Pokemon. If you have any questions about what the heck is going on, that's fine. Because really in Metronome battles, it doesn't really matter what Pokemon you are, you just need to get lucky. Oh, immediate Zap Cannon. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can ask questions. I don't mind. Oh, Zigzagoon lost. That's amazing. Not that surprising though. Tyrantrum versus Steenie. I mean, theoretically, Tyrantrum should win here, right? Arm thrust. So Zigzagoon is, well, Pignite is a fire-fighting Pokemon based off of a pig. It's a middle-staged Pokemon. So it has decent stats. Middle stage means that it's in the middle of two evolutions. Oh, Steenie got KO'd. How do I describe Zigzagoon? It's like a raccoon. Is the best way I can. It's like a raccoon with zigzags. That's the best way I can explain it. Galarian Zigzagoon is normal dark, while Oenian, which is the normal form of Zigzagoon, is just normal. Rotom Frost versus Starly. That could have ended so quickly if it was a crit. Wave Crash does get a crit. Not enough recoil damage though. Lash Out, that KOs Starly. One of the fastest battles ever, other than that Kabutops decide to explode battle. Silcoon versus Anorith. Alright. Silcoon versus Anorith. Triple Axle onto Silcoon. It's 3 times. Ivy Cudgel. Anorith gets Sleep Powder, but Silcoon dodges. But Anorith gets hit with an Hypnosis. Solar Blade from Silcoon. And Anorith hits it with Flamethrower. So Anorith wins. Arboliva vs. Cascoon is next. And I'm sorry if my commentary is not the most intriguing, but I'm not good at talking. Is the simple way to put it. Arboliva gets knockoff. Cascoon gets attract, but none of the Pokemon have any genders. Hold back. Okay. Light screen. I guess that's fine. Happy hour. They really love not doing anything, don't they? Ooh. Is it frozen? Meteor beam. Okay, it's just frozen on the website I'm using. That's awesome. We love to see that. Grassy terrain from Arboliva, even though grassy terrain's already up. It's healing about the same amount that Cascoon is dealing. Cascoon does have Leech Seed. I'm gonna reload and hope that doesn't restart the stream. Okay, there we go. It's actually working this time. That's awesome. I love that. I love when stuff actually works. um, you know, I'm just not much of a talker. I only talk when I need to, unless it's online. If it's online, I will talk. And Arbolifa wins. So, um, Spidops versus Pichu. Ooh. Here's Pichu and there's Spidops. Pichu gets scratched. Tiny bit of damage. Oh, and Luster Purge. Awesome. Aqua Step raises Pichu's speed. And Spidops is just going at it. Sword Stance. That's scary. Even though Pichu is basically dead in one hit anyway. Recycle. Iron Head. Oh, that's good. Oh, and Stomp KO Pichu. Yeah, no. No. Spot Up said no. Caracosta versus Sand Slash. By the way, there were 128 battles in the first round. I don't even know how far we are. I'll check after this battle. Sand Slash Echoed Voice. Too bad you can't get it multiple times in a row most of the time with Metronome. Cross Poison, no crit, no poison either. Focus Energy could be huge. Sand Slash, any grass move will probably KO Caracosta. Oh, Caracosta got the grass move before you could. That's awesome. We are 37 battles in out of 128. So that's awesome. That I probably should have done smaller brackets, but it's whatever. Dragon Claw. Cut. I mean, that'll deal good damage, I guess. Enamorous cannot get past it, though. String Shot. Enamorous should be slower now, yeah. That missed a Dynamic Punch. Would have been quad resisted anyway. No status conditions. And Leaf Storm. Aggron, all you need is a steel move. A physical steel move. Oh, and now you're a grass type, so Enamorous, all you need is a fire move. I guess getting a stab move is fine, maybe, on Aggron. Sacred Fire, there's a grass move. Oh, fire move. That was quad effective. That was quad effective and it dealt 21%. Oh, and you just healed all the damage that you dealt. Good job, Aggron. So glad you're being nice. Brick Break. Oh my, you're not gonna do much damage if you keep doing weak moves like that. Air Cutter. No. Meteor Mash does get the attack boost. Aggron lives the Whirlpool. That was your last chance, Aggron. That was your last chance. Enamorous wins. Zvylus versus Corviknight. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zvylus. I think it's kind of German. I don't know. Yeah, because Zwei is 2 in German. I'm taking German next year. I took it this year and I'm taking it next year. Probably one of the best classes I took this year. Anyway, Gordon. And also, Swilus just does not sound right. Like, wireless. No. I deny it. Hypnosis, Corviknight's now asleep, I guess. So that's awesome. Slack off. I guess you're healing now. U-turn will deal decent damage. Bite lowers Metronome's power points. Iron Tail, not much damage, doesn't raise defense. Nope, I'm thinking of the wrong move. Doesn't lower defense. Bitter Malice lowers attack, but it's not mirror armor. It's pressure. It's pressure. It's a pressure Corviknight. So in case you don't remember what I said about pressure earlier, every move that you use is 2 power points of that move. And power points are limited. As Spylus only... Oh, and that's Perish Song. You need to survive 3 turns. Which obviously you cannot do because you are about to struggle yourself to death. And also Corviknight's about to KO you. And it missed a Horn Drill. This is Vilus's last Metronome. If Corviknight does not deal any damage, Vilus wins. Oh, and it dealt damage. Corviknight wins. And the worst part about that was it was about to perish. It was about to perish also. That Vilus almost won because of Perish Song. So if I were to... So the first Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver for the Nintendo DS. I doubt you will be able to find it anywhere except like eBay now. Oh, that's a huge leaf storm. And also those are a bunch of old mechanics. You'd have to learn new mechanics if you were to play modern games. So Scarlet Violet, not the best graphics. Like, I like the game, but the graphics are not awesome. Like, if you watch the Pokemon video, like, if you watched an old Scarlet Violet video, you would definitely hear about the graphics. So, if you were able to get an emulator, I would say one of the DS games, which would be Pearl, Diamond, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But if not, and you had a Nintendo Switch, I would say start with probably Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then if you had a Switch 2, I would get Scarlet Violet, because Switch 2 enhances the graphics a lot more. But I would recommend only if you were previously saving up for those consoles, or if you already had those consoles. Yeah, so I would recommend one of the DS games. Like, you can look up Drill Run would have done huge damage. It would have actually KO'd if Toxtricity didn't change types. Like, you can look up Pokemon games and emulators to play them on. And Toxtricity wins. Yeah, like, I I don't have a GBA, so I will play Pokemon games on my phone. Some modded, but then I also have the S here for the games that I don't have, or the modded games. Ice Hammer doesn't deal great damage to Sandshrew. Toxian, Toc, Toc, how do you pronounce that? Toxin? Takian? It's pronounced Takian Cutter? Well, you learn something new every day, don't ya? Mega Bayonet vs. Mabostiff. This is one of the battles I remember because there's this little ability called Prankster that allows status moves to go first, but Prankster doesn't do anything to dark types. So Mabostiff basically has a guaranteed victory because of that. So that's awesome. Isn't it? Like you'll see the message, since Gen 7, dark types are immune to prankster moves. Metronome is technically a prankster move, so it's immune to all of the moves that they can use. So if it's a prankster mon going against a dark type, you can kiss that Pokemon goodbye. It's not winning. I'm sorry, but it's just not, and that's a mega gone because of a stupid ability. Sandaconda versus Spinda. Awesome. Sandaconda gets Wave Crash, immediately deals huge damage. Spinda gets Outrage. And Sandspit activates. Now we're in a sandstorm. This is what I'm talking about when I'm not gonna commentary. But it's awesome. It's good. It's great. Sandaconda gets Hydro Steam, which, okay, Sandstorm and Fire Spin will take down Spin this turn. Yeah. Sandaconda wins. My setup, a wreck. I have 2 sets of Microsoft Edge open so that I can have chat and my 3 tabs for the tournament open. I have OBS in the corner to make sure that everything is working properly, and once in a while check to make sure my mic is still working, which it is. Substitute from Torchic. And then it's just me. Sometimes I don't even have me in the video because it's sometimes difficult to get my face open when I'm not straight in front of the computer. Mystical Fire against the fire type's not great, but that's the main setup for me. But sometimes it's more of a wreck. And that's still not enough for Torchic. Trico finally took down the substitute. That substitute was up for a long time. Tailwind peters out. Circle Throw misses. Confuse Ray. Trico, you need to use damaging moves. Wood Hammer, nope. Not gonna be enough again. Wild Charge, Trico just KO'd himself. Trico, you can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing that. Prinplup? Okay. Well, this is gonna be sad if Thunderous loses. I mean, it's this guy versus a tiny little baby penguin. Oh, and it immediately almost KO'd. Prinplup gets Bite, which won't really do anything. I'm sorry, what? Thunderous. You can't. Excuse me, Thunderous? You deal 92% with a Seed Flare, and then you just decide to KO yourself? You cannot be doing that, man. I'm sorry. You can't. Swallow from Zamazenta, even though it doesn't work. You know, I think that's like two that have killed themselves in a battle that they should have won. Oh, and Staraptor hit a guillotine against Zamazenta. So yeah, you remember those self-KOing moves I told you about? Memento is the one. Excuse me? Sorry, as I was saying, there is only one self-KOing move that does not deal damage, and that is Memento, the move that Thunderous used against Prinplup. We just had back-to-back-to-back self-KOing and OKOing moves. That's wild. Emolga really just wants to lower the speed. Cutiefly got the burn. And Emolga gets Ice Fang. No flinch though. Razor Shell. And it's hurt by the burn. Whirlpool from Cutiefly. Cutiefly misses a sheer cold, which might have been necessary to get the win. I think Emolga wins here. Cutiefly's paralyzed, so unless it can KO, no. Yeah, Cutiefly gets KO'd. Emolga wins. I'm still in shock. So now it's Oricorio Sense, I guess, instead of Sensu against Thievul. Alright, we're you can ask the questions and then I'll say if they're too personal or not. Like I can't come up with any on off the top of my mind, but yeah, there are definitely some that are too personal to ask. And those, I will say, those are too personal. Acid spray lowers Thievul's special defense. Oh, that's a huge darkest. That was That was with the +3 defense. Also, that's insane. I almost said confusion when it was conversion. I am so tired, apparently. And it can't get paralyzed because it's an electric type now. Triple kick. Only hits twice though. It's a triple kick that hit twice. That does not make sense. Dodged a huge torch song right there. Round deals massive damage. Just shows that Torch Song would have KO'd because Torch Song is stronger than Round. Those defense boosts and the minus attack really coming in clutch. Gyro Ball can't do much since it doesn't outspeed. Revelation Dance will KO the Oricorio, though. KOing it with its own move. Let's see. Yeah, I can edit who wins. Okay. Just in case I misclick. So yeah, you can ask the questions. I really don't care. I'll answer them. Flare Blitz, huge damage immediately. But oh, it's clear body. Interesting. Oh, steel move. Quad effective, nice. Pedal Blizzard, is that no, that's Pedal Dance I'm thinking of. It doesn't even matter. Chestpin 1. Okay. Okay then. Darmanitan versus Metagross. Now I'm pretty sure at the bottom of the tournament there is a Mega Metagross. So that's awesome. Isn't it? Metagross got Gigaton Hammer. Razor Shell against Metagross, and Last Respects nearly KOs. That's insane. Mega Punch. Fly will KO Darmanitan right here, assuming that okay, hit. Yeah, that makes sense. So Chespin now has to go against the threat that is Metagross. Veluza versus Seismitoad. Used to think it was Seismic Toad. But whatever. Like, I don't know. Spin out doesn't deal much damage. Lunar Dance doesn't do anything. Seismitoad KOs with Spatial Rend. Insane Spatial Rend there. Seems a bit overkill, but who knows. Male Basculegion versus Cricketot. I wonder if you can guess who is who. You probably can, because it says their name, but also one of them looks like a cricket. So, oh, and that was fast. I don't even think there was a doubt. Oh, look, it's the battle in the thumbnail. Steel Arceus versus Igglybuff. Who will win? Kind of seems like a stupid question considering one of them is the god of the Pokemon universe and one of them is a tiny little balloon baby. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Arceus is just doing his thing. Igglybuff is trying their best. That's all I can say. I don't know what else you wanted from me. It When something like that happens, I can't really do anything about it. Mega Charizard Y vs Kingler. There's a base stat total winner and a type winner. Play rough, huge damage. Prismatic laser though, that's also good damage. Water spout in the sun as a fire type does not seem great. I don't really have any exciting plans. I mean, I'm working at a camp. I'm probably gonna play tennis a few times over the summer. Well, not working. I'm volunteering as a CIT at a camp. I'm probably gonna play tennis a few times over the summer, but that's basically it. And Kingler almost won by a head smash. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I cannot speak today. Combuskin versus Pineco. But yeah, probably just gonna relax, record videos. I don't have any summer school work, luckily. Sky Attack is gonna deal huge damage next turn. There is no escaping it. Yeah, 64% and a flinch. Assurance, nope. Blaze Kick, stop with the fire moves, probably Pineco, considering you're going against a fire type, maybe. I was thinking about doing that once. And I'm not sure. I'm kind of wild when I'm hitting the ball sometimes, so it might knock over my phone, which I would probably use to record it, considering I don't think I should have my computer out on a tennis court. So we will see. I'll probably end up doing one at some point in the future. Probably not by the end of this month. Oh, probably lived on one. But hopefully by the end of the summer. Maybe. I'll see, I guess. The only other thing going on for me is my birthday. Oh, and once again, the website I'm using is frozen. Isn't that lovely? I love when stuff like that happens. No, I don't. I don't actually. Like, I don't. God of War wins. Dino vs. Rabombi. I don't know why I lost track of where Google Docs was, but I did. Back to the tennis conversation. It's not that I'm bad at tennis. It's that I have been playing for 3 years and I still don't have great control over the ball sometimes. And I just started doing good serves. We're back to the entry hazards, are we? But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing tennis at some time in the future. We'll see. And I know I already said that like 3 times, but like, we'll see. I repeat myself a lot. Electrode versus Landorus. Can we enter? Thank you. Electrode starts off with Horn Attack because it is so fast. Axe Kick doesn't get the confusion, but it doesn't miss. Last time we saw it, it was a Pokemon using it against Giratina. I forget who went against Giratina. Outrage deals decent damage, I guess. Zen Headbutt. Okay. Outrage, no confusion yet. It still has one more turn. Lowers special attack of Electrode. Just a ground move will KO. Or Pedal Dance, I guess. Pedal Dance will also KO it. We're almost halfway through the first round, and I've been live for like 10 minutes. Or not 10 minutes. Where did I get 10 from? An hour. Don't worry, it took me much, 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 much longer to do the actual battles. And I probably wasted like 5.5 hours of my life, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, the stuff you do for content. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you guys want. Supercell Slam against a ground type is an interesting choice, to say the least. Swampert really needs one move, and there it is. Swampert beat Muck. And now it's Chinchou versus Hoot Hoot. Getting into the battle, Chinchou starts off by trying to recover no damage. Sure. Leaf Edge does stuff. Shift Gear, Stun Spore, electric types can't be paralyzed, unfortunately, for Hoot Hoot. Chinchou's wasting that attack by using Endeavor. Interesting choice, personally. Giga Impact against Chinchou. Okay. Well, that happened. That certainly happened. I don't know. I do not know. Seal using Surf and returning with Ice Shard. Headlong Rush KOs Meowth, and Seal wins. Yeah, we're getting into the much faster battles now, luckily. Bisharp versus Entei. A pressure Pokemon, you remember what that means, probably? I don't know. We'll see. Beat Up does not deal much damage. Yay. Dazzling Gleam. I guess Entei is both physical and special attacker. Um, so the thing is, I know nothing about it. Like, and also I know that's kind of how it works with me and Pokemon, but like, I know nothing. I know that's a game about music, but that is all I know. um, the sharp ones. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I need to start like a we'll see counter. Because that is Something I am saying a lot, aren't I? Compound eyes. Oh, it's the compound eyes jolted, and it got the flinch on astonish. Tail slap, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, we'll have to see. Like, I like music, and I will play games out of music. That's a stupid thing to say. All games have music. That have like music game. That's like I need to stop talking. That's what I need to do. Um, that's like music related. That's what I should be saying. Not oh if it's a music. I don't know. Um, you could probably start like an I don't know or we'll see counter at this point, and it would probably be up to like 10. That's for certain. Um, yeah. Also, that's like 17 in like the past 3 minutes. I'm a very nervous talker. Maybe we'll see. There it is again. Giga Impact lowers Palpitoad speed. High jump kick does hits. I'll check it out. I'll check it out and see if I'm interested. Palpitoad is lowering its speed even more, and Gossiptor gets Leaf Blade to KO. Gourgeist vs. Beware. The thing is with me, you can video games get into my heart by math and music. I'm not kidding when I say Pokemon is like 75% math. The damage formula is huge. Like, it cannot fit on one phone screen. It has like 3 parentheses in one section, also, so that's awesome. And it's just a whole bunch of math, which is also kind of why I like it. Beware has to KO here. It does not. Gourgeist wins. Like, there are the multipliers that raise and lower stats. And then there's also typings. Don't get me started on the type chart. But then also the designs are just great. That's mainly why I like Pokemon. There's just so much about it that I like. I would not be a good debater. I'm saying that right now. I'm saying I like the game because there's a lot of things that I like. Obviously, if I like the games, there's gonna be things that I like. Like, get a hold of yourself, man. I'm gonna be a wreck next school year. Saying that right now. Solrock vs. Krogunk. And I'm not kidding when I say I'm gonna be a wreck. I am taking Honors Algebra 2, Honors Chem, Honors English, Honors not World History, Honors US History 1, German 2, Honors Band. I just watched Solrock Self-Destruct. Awesome. Honors Band and Honors Computer Program. Nope, not Solrock. Solrock exploded. Krogunk won. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see, though. Oh my. I just really love that phrase, don't I? Headlong rush, almost KOs Rockruff immediately. That's awesome. Guard swap and Magby uses Side Strike to take down Rockruff. I'm just an overachiever. That's what I have to say about that. I am a overachiever. And I'm sure you've seen I'm sure I've said it at least once, I like math. Like I said it when I was talking about Pokemon. I like math, and I'm probably gonna do it all 4 years of high school. So that's awesome. Superpower lowers Rotom's stats even more. Togedemaru gets dual wing beats. The lunge, a crit, ignores the attack drops. Togedemaru can technically just keep on healing, and it would eventually win, probably. Ingrain gets rid of Levitate. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. Rotom Fan is a flying electric type with Levitate as its ability, but Ingrain makes you stuck to the ground, so it actually prevents you from being immune to ground moves. Nonetheless, Rotom Fan won. Sunflora vs. Drowsy. Surely we're almost done with round 1, right? Yeah, that's how it is with most math topics, though. So, Drowsy foresaw an attack with Future Sight. I feel like that's how it is with math most of the time. Most people will only understand it if they understand it. But if not, they get annoyed really quickly. I don't get annoyed. I understand them as soon as I learn it, which means I'm incredibly bored in class, which is not great. Because I'm supposed to be doing work, but in reality, I'm not doing anything. Seed Flare can't do much damage to Sunflora, and Sacred Sword and Burn will not take down Drowsy. I'm lying, actually. But now Burn will take down Drowsy. But Sunflora Sludge Waves. We have like another 50 battles of round 1. Ugh. Shelgon, Mudshot, lowers Shelgon speed. Shelgon gets Struggle Bug. I'm glad my mic hasn't died yet. I'm incredibly stressed about that. Yeah, that's a problem with most people. I don't have a problem with that. Like, okay, so here's one thing that we learned this year in geometry. It is c equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab sine c. That is the area of an oblique triangle. Oh, someone exploded. I didn't even pay attention. Shelgon exploded, so that means Love Disc won. And it's not like we learned that recently. We learned it like a few months ago. Swadloon versus Menki. But something I did learn recently, not from math class, is 2c over negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, the quadratic formula. Both of those are equal unless b and c are 0, in which case the only solution would be 0, 0. For the quadratic equations, sorry, I forgot to say quadratics. But yeah, the quadratic formula is equal to 2c over negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. I memorized that in 6th grade, I think. The quadratic formula, not the one I learned recently. If you can't tell, I like math quite a bit. So on the tournament, I said Cap Starmobile, not realizing that Starmobiles don't exist in Showdown. So the Starmobiles will be the only Pokemon to be allowed to terrestrialize, which means they change types. Kyurem gets Psy Shield Bash against Fighting type Revavroom. Oh, the distance formula, midpoint formula. Yeah. No, I just find math easy. My brain is very math oriented. Specifically, algebra. Yeah, specifically algebra oriented. So that's awesome for me, I guess. Let's see. Hey, if I can get you to learn something new, that's a win for me. Has any math come hard to me? I mean, kind of, but that's because it's above the level that I am at. But like I can learn a topic like a level 2 above myself, like in 10 to 20 minutes sometimes. I decided to teach myself calculus and limits and integration. So you can imagine how that would go. I mean, honestly, once you understand it, it's pretty easy. You're just doing the same thing over and over again. But I did like the basic integration strategies. Like, what is it? What's the rule? Is it called the exponent rule? It's something like that. Um, I don't even remember. Oh, power rule. I taught myself power rule at first. It's really simple once you understand it. And I'm not lying when I say that. Like, it may just, I don't think I'm lying at least. Because if I am lying, that's really sad. Sokotoa. Yeah. I love trig so much. Like sine waves and all that. I don't even care if I just embarrass myself. I love trig, put simply. And that may be because I'm a nerd, but whatever. See if I care if I'm a nerd. No, just copy myself. See how that goes. But yeah, no, I actually had to teach myself trig to help one of my friends with trig. So that's why well, I had to teach myself Algebra 2 trig to teach my friend Algebra 2 trig. Wait, who just won? I forget. Oh, Ninetales won. Okay. I learned actual trig I learned geometric trig in class, or I guess you would say degree trig in class. And I taught myself algebraic / radian trig to help my friend. If any of that just made sense. I sure hope some of these battles are fast. I hope some of these upcoming battles are fast. Because I've been streaming for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I hate when that happens. Like, you think you do so well, but then something happens and suddenly you're not doing well. So it was the end. So it's the end of the year. This is like 3 or 4 days before the end of school. My friend comes into class, the same friend that wanted help with trig, by the way. She comes into German class because we have it together, and she's like, I'm so pissed at chemistry teacher. I'm not going to say who the chemistry teacher is, because she's like, okay, this is what happened. I show my work. I do all of the work correctly. My calculator gets the question wrong. He does not give me partial credit. And me being an A+ and A's kid, I am pissed. I I wouldn't know how frustrating that is. I don't know how frustrating that is because I do well in school. So I show all my work. All my teachers give some sort of credit for showing work. But apparently for the chemistry teacher, it's near the end of the school. Oh, well, you don't get credit for showing your work. The calculator got the questions wrong. She checked it with a friend and his calculator. She checked it on a different calculator. She put in the same thing, and Grellis just hit a horn drill. She hit the same thing, and she did the same thing in the calculator, and it gave the correct answer. She showed her work, and she didn't get partial credit for it, and I'm like pissed. I'm not kidding. I'm like, okay, so your teacher won't give you have credit for showing your work? That's like that's so annoying. Like I can't imagine how annoying that would be. So I'm gonna have to end it a bit early. I'm not gonna be able to finish the whole stream. My sister has to vacuum, and that's gonna be quite a bit loud. So I can do like 3 more battles. I think we'll get up to battle number 90, and then I'll end the stream there. All right, Raikou won. Oh no, I'm lying. We're not getting up to battle 90. We'll get up to battle 95. Or not. Where did I get 90 from? 85. I am so tired. But yeah, that's never happened to me. My teachers are always nice enough to give half credit, but I just find that insane. And she got like a 30 on it because of that. All right, well, Buzzwell won that. 2 more battles, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Terra Blast from Lugia. I think there's a clear winner. There's a tiny little seagull or the Guardian of the Sea. I wonder who would win that. Lugia gets Water Gun. Also, the Guardian of the Sea is psychic. When do you think what? When do you think I'll finish the tournament? No idea. Depends on how busy I am over the summer. Yeah, no, that's fair. I do that all the time. Like you want to say something, but then you accidentally hit enter. Imagine if Tepig beats Mega Lucario. Alright, well, this is gonna be the last battle, so while this happens. Oh, well, there you go. The bracket will save. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you whenever if you come by for part 2 of this bracket.